Well, efforts to end the tampon tax in Texas have failed several times in previous sessions, but this time Governor Greg Abbott has said that he will support the legislation if it gets to his desk. Representative Donna Howard again authored the bill. She spoke with our Kelsey Thompson about why she's pushing to end the tax.
Talk to me a little bit about why this issue has been so important to you from a legislative policy standpoint and how you're feeling heading into this next legislative session.
Well, I have filed it several times, and each time have gotten more momentum in terms of the support in the larger community from my own constituents as well as people from throughout the state of Texas, especially young women. It's been extremely encouraging to see the young women who are even in high school as well as in college who actually came to Austin to testify in support of this legislation. That's how strongly they feel about this. This is a discriminatory tax. It impacts half of our population at some point in time in their lives. And because it is a medical necessity, because it is required to be used in order to be comfortably attending school and work, if you do not have access to these products, it can actually impact your educational and employment opportunities and how you pursue those. So it's really a very important statement, if you will, in terms of recognizing the discriminatory nature of this tax. Now, recognizing again that this is the tax portion, you still have to buy the product. And we know that there are many who are in need of these products who do not have them. In fact, we've been told by the school districts that several young women do not attend school for a couple of days each month because they do not have access to these products.
And I know earlier, Representative Howard, you had talked about how while this won't remove the total cost of purchasing menstrual products, that still is going to be an equity issue that does impact certain populations here in Texas. You know, from your perspective, if this bill does pass this legislative session, what sort of impact do you believe or do you hope it will have on Texans who have been paying this sales tax on menstrual products previously?
Well, you know, I think the fiscal note that the comptroller's office put on this last session was something to the tune of $20 million a year, something around that ballpark. That's a lot of money. But when you're talking about a 2-year, $250 billion budget, and the fact that we're anticipating a $27 billion surplus this next session, and may even be more when the comptroller revises his estimate, that's really not a lot in terms of the impact on our budget. And what it means to those that would be paying it, though, is that they would have extra money in their pockets to spend on other things. And I remember one of the things that the Austin Diaper Bank mentioned is that oftentimes families and young girls have enough money for the first couple of days of the menstrual period. It's the last few days of their period where they run out of supplies and they don't have any more discretionary funds because they're so limited that the funds they have to go for food, for gas to get to their jobs, whatever. So I think having the extra pennies in their pocket will actually help in terms of getting them through that period. And then what I hope happens is that we see that this really is a need. We need to ensure that everyone has access to the supplies that they need. This is an essential product. This is it's an absolute necessity. And so if we really want to make sure that all young girls have what they need to be able to successfully go to school, go to work, and comfortably do so, then hopefully this will take us to the next step of ensuring that we have those products available for all that need them.
Kelsey spoke at length with Representative Howard about her legislation to end the tampon tax. You can see more of their conversation Sunday morning on State of Texas, including how the effort is getting more support from state leaders and from young women. That's coming up Sunday morning at 8:30 right here on KXAN.